that. So it's going to be making sure I got it. Okay, welcome to our Zoom call tonight. My name is Brigitte Linford, and I am excited to share with you guys some ways to spice up your stories. Now, I do have some slides for you guys, and let me make sure how I can pull this up because I'm on a little bit of a, oh man, this may not work for me to do my slides on here. I was just telling everybody that I am on my iPad so I can show you guys a few things, and I downloaded the things, but now it's not gonna show. Dang it, I think if I do it. No, okay, wait, now I can't get off of this. Oh my gosh, this is so annoying, I'm sorry. No, I can't get off the screen. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about the slides, even though they were so cute. Oh, that's annoying to me. Okay, so let me just show them. I'll upload them later so you guys can still appreciate them. First off, I wanted to share with you guys why it matters for you guys to even care about spicing up your stories. And here's my reasons of why I think it matters. I feel it matters because when you are having fun, you stay engaged. When it's mundane to you, then it's boring and you kind of just don't even have fun with it. You don't even want to do it, and then you disengage. I also feel that it helps you stand out from the crowd. You know, when people see that you look like everybody else, you sound like everybody else, you're doing the exact same thing other people are doing, then I don't know, I just think it helps for you to have a brand, for you to stand out from the crowd. I also feel that when people are watching your stories, if it's the same thing every single time, then I think they start tuning out because there's an idea of they've been there, they've seen that, and their brain is like, that's not important, you know, so they stop paying attention. So those are the reasons why I feel it's important. I also feel simply for the joy factor. I will tell you that I have that creative streak. I love that in this business, we have that opportunity to do creative things and to put our own touch on it and make it our own. So those are the reasons why I felt it was important. And don't mind me, I'm still moving through my slides over here on my computer. So there were a few things too that I wanted to share that I feel are important tools for you to have as you're doing it. These are questions that I get on recommendations, so I thought I might as well mention them. One is a trusty tripod. So this is your Instagram husband right here, y'all. Also a clicker, okay? Instagram husband. Now, this is my favorite because I can bend it, move it around, and like wrap it around something if I would like. I also like to put it in different areas of my workout space, and so it's not always the same angle. I'll share with you later a girl that I follow on Instagram, and she's all about different video hacks, and she gives you tips. And one of her pieces of advice is to change up the angle of things, you know? So have you done a workout video of it behind you and they can see the screen, and it's maybe just of you laying on your back in the back of it. So I also think, you know, a small portable one like this is helpful to change up that angle of your workout videos. I have, you know, my my step, right, that we all used for T25. Sometimes I place it on there, sometimes I place it on the ground and I have it angled up, you know, sometimes I'm putting it on a tall stool and kind of putting it down. So I think that that helps to make it different. I also have this attachment on here. This is all from Amazon. I can share the links in the team page, but thereby I can do landscape and also, you know, just different directions. Now, the other thing that is really, really helpful is to have a light. So this is the one, can you all see it? This is the one that I prefer. It's $30. It's not like this $100 thing. I have spent hundreds of dollars on a light before, and I feel this one's really, really great. And one of the reasons I like it so much is because it's very portable, and it also has 3 different settings. So not to blind you all, but like I can click it and have it be, you know, this is more of a tan lighting. Okay, let me switch it here. So this is more of my tan lighting, more of a blue light. Do you see that difference? And this is more of a white light. And then I can make it more bright. I can make it more dim, you know, so that's, you know, I like the versatility of that because you're not always in the same lighting. And then I also like that it has a holder for my phone. So personal preference there, just get one, whatever you choose to get. The third tool that I feel is really important for you guys to have is a good attitude. So I kind of cheated on that, but I feel that there's a difference of somebody approaching social media with the attitude of, oh, I have to do this, like, let's grind my way through it. And someone approaching it with a mentality of, this is gonna be really fun. Like, this is gonna be fun. And that phrase is one that I gained from Jody Moore. I shared her podcast in the Team Forward Fitness page this morning, and gave the advice to listen to that particular podcast before tonight's call. And if you listen to that, you heard her share that phrase, that is one of the things that she reminds herself and tells herself is, this will be fun. This is going to be fun. And I think when you are having fun and you're enjoying it, you are a magnet. You know, people are just so drawn to you because you have a light in your eyes, and you don't even have to be that person who's jumping up and down and so like really outgoing and larger than life. And if that's your personality, that's so great. That's not my personality, but I still feel that even in my more quiet demeanor, that I can still be a magnet for other people if they can tell that I'm having fun and I'm enjoying myself. So that's my 2 cents on that. Okay, now we're going to talk about some cool Instagram hacks. Now I created a list, kind of the presentation was also a cue for me so that I could remember to talk about all the things I wanted to talk about and not forget. So first things first. Now this is where I'm going to hold up the iPad and let you guys see my phone. So, whoa, okay, first I'm new here, so let me switch the camera. Okay, so here's my phone. Okay, first thing that I want you guys, let me like pin my video at least. You guys can all see me good, right? Okay. I'm not gonna worry about pinning it on my end then. You can pin my video. If you have it in gallery view, you can pin it to just pin my video. Okay, the first thing I wanna show you guys is that you can do some really basic things as far as adding lines and dashes and things like that to your photo. So let's say I'm doing a basic, okay, let me take it out of my case. Sorry. Okay, out of my case and then, well, oh, it's 611. That's my angel number. Okay. All right. So we have this very basic photo. Now I can add some dashes and change the color on that. And I can kind of amplify that, bring it over here, and do some dots, kind of play with that, bring it up over here. You guys see that? And just kind of play around with it. So I just wanted you to remember that some of these, oh goodness, I'm trying to do this one-handed and it's really hard. But just adding even the dashes and the lines and the polka dots from your text tool, like, don't forget that that is also a really easy way to spice up your stories and kind of make them look different, okay? So that's my first thing I wanted to share with you. The other thing I want to share with you is to do branding colors. So I want you guys to go to Pinterest all of my nails look good except for the finger I'm using. Go figure. Oh, I love it. Okay, so on Pinterest, you're going to do a search and you're going to type in color palette. And there's going to be just some different color options here. So let's say I really like the color palette here. Now I'm going to save this to my phone and it's saved. Now use that. Let's start on this. Well, let's use a cute one. So this is a picture I took this morning, okay? So if I wanted this to have like my branding colors, kind of swipe up, go to my photo album, have my recent one. Now up here in the bottom corner, I'm going to click going up and I'm going to copy the photo, okay? Now when I open up my stories, look at that, it just pops up. Isn't that cool? Oh, so if it goes away, I can come to do the type thing and I can hit paste and it will show up again, okay? So this is cool because then I can say, use the color selector and say, I want to use that color right there in the middle. And I can, you know, do a little squiggly line. I can have that be the, hey girl, the color option I use for the pink, you know, so I can have all these different colored, branded colors. Does that make sense? Did I go too fast? Sandra, you look confused. I can see you on my thing. Am I going too fast? Is this good? Not to pick on you. Okay, but so I can use those different colors here. So let's say I even also want to copy this, paste it, and have that be on there twice. I can say, okay, now it's gonna be a blue and a gray, kind of create a shadow. So I'm kind of just matching it up and then moving it over a little slightly, right? So you see that? Now it's a pink with a gray background. Makes sense? So it's all with that color scheme, okay? And then I take this and I can just get rid of it when I'm done. But now you could have your own specific brand colors if you would like. Sometimes, I mean, I don't have a brand color, but I will do maybe sometimes the same color scheme for a series of stories or for like the same day. I'm like, I'm gonna do pink and grays today, you know, and that's where I will pull those up. So that's a cool trick that you can use. Another cool thing that you can do, so, oh, and by the way, quick hack on that. I feel it's a really great idea to have a photo album of your branding. I don't know where my photo album went. But like I take screenshots and look, this was a story from Annabelle yesterday and I'm like, oh, that is such a good idea. So I took a screenshot of it and I added it to a photo album of post ideas. So if you see good ideas from other people, if you make a flow of like a coach invite story flow, just save it into a photo album so you can find it quickly. I have coach stuff and then really should have an album that's branding. So if you can save your branding colors, that will make it easy to find again in the future. Okay, another tip. So let's go back to this photo. Let's say I am doing a Instagram giveaway and I am going to come back. Now I can go and copy that photo again. Oh, I forgot that I copied that. Okay, so we'll go back to my photos. Copy this. And then when I come up, it will just pop up, right? Okay, so the other day I did a giveaway on my page. And so I had an image like this and I created like 3 little circles and just selected the color wheel and did 3 little images like this. Okay. Okay, so if I do these 3 little things, I say I'm gonna do a giveaway of some sort. So what I do is really, I mean, the exact same thing. I think I already deleted all of those images that I had, but let's say I'm gonna give away this shaker cup or whatever. It's really, this is Annabelle's story. So I'm just gonna copy the photo again, and then it will pop up and I'll say, so here's that photo. That's gonna be my little giveaway for that one. I think I have to do a little undo. Okay, then I can say, okay, here's a picture of an Energize that I just grabbed from Team Beachbody's website, and then maybe a picture of collagen. So you can overlap photos on top of photos really easily in your stories. You can also overlap video onto it. So what I do is I click up here on the sticker tab, and I scroll down, and then look at this little icon right here, the photo thing. I saw someone make a comment of, oh, I don't know if I can do that on an Android. Yes, you can. So you click on the sticker thing, come down here to the photo thing, and look, you can still click your photos. You can also click on a video. So let's say I want this video. I just did a video on top of my photo. Isn't that cool? Does that make sense? You guys see that? Yes, yes, awesome. Okay, so you can overlap video, you can also overlap photos onto your stories. Okay, another tip I wanted to share with you guys is in relation to your social media post, actually. So let's say I am making a post. So I started working on this one. It's in my drafts right now. So I wanted to show you guys how you can create this white space in your text. Now, some people may already know this, but I just want to explain to you that when I start a new paragraph, a new line, I have to make sure there's no spaces at the end of my sentence. Okay, so craves exercise. That's the end of my thing. Then I need to click down here on return. Okay, then I just click space, 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 and then return again, and then the next line. That will make it so you have white space in your text and it's easier to read, which is helpful. It is helpful. It does make a difference. When people have a hard time reading your messages, reading your caption, that's difficult. We used to have to use a different app to kind of space that out, and now you can just do it right in there, and it works very consistently. Okay, another question I have gotten from people before is about, people are like, wait, how did you do that with your stories? So let's find a story. Let's say this was my my workout video, which is not. It's a video of our family hiking. One thing that is also fun to do is if I click on the tool to draw on here, and I click on the marker pen, so it's more muted. So let's say I do white. If I hold down on the screen, it covers a whole screen. But look, because it was the marker one, you can kind of still see the video, right? So that's kind of fun. Some things you can then play around with is, let's say I do the eraser one. I make my, you know, you can change the size of it, make it a little bit bigger. And then I can say, oh, I'm gonna go like this. You know, so some people have been like, whoa, how did you do that when I did on a story? And they were like, what app was that? I'm like, it wasn't an app. I just did it right in my stories, okay? You can even then go to the pen and be like, you know, add some dots, kind of make it fun. Go to the like electric pen one, you know, and just kind of make it cute, whatever. So there's some fun things that you can do to spice up those videos in that way. Again, think about, you know, with your branding, if you did like that light pink, that'd be really fun. And then you did a thin gray swirl on this side, or I guess I should show you instead of just doing it, right? So because it was the last thing I copied. It should still be there. Oh, this one's there. I forgot. I copied that one. So we'll do this color. Okay. And then I'll pick this one. Done. Then I'll remove this out of my way. So I might be like, oh, wait, where'd it go? Here we go. Oh, it's because I made it so tiny. Sorry. So I could do like a line like this, you know, around your workout video, and do some little dots, you know, so just kind of play around with it, be artistic, and it just kind of helps make it fun. Okay. All right. Another thing that I wanted to show you. So let's go to a tagged photo. So someone mentioned me in a story. Oh, thank you, Tamara. Thank you so much. Now, if I want to add that photo to my stories, one thing that I don't think people realize is I can change the background color. So it automatically kind of draws the colors from the video or the photo that you were tagged in. But let's say I want the background to be white or one of my branding colors, right? So I just select down here and I hold it on the screen. Oh, I gotta hold longer. Look, I just made the background white. So you just touch it and hold it down and it will make that background white. So say I just made that background white. I'm gonna do maybe one of my branding colors, and I'm just gonna do like a swirl in the background. And you know, you just kind of made it cute. I think it's cute, at least. You guys will find like your own style, right? You don't have to do swirls and dots and lines, but that is how you do it, at least. Okay. Okay. Another thing I wanted to share with you guys. Can we please give an applause for me holding up the iPad with one phone and doing this with one hand? Thank you. This is mad skills, y'all. Okay. Another cool thing that you can do. So there's an app called Over. Thank you, Robin. Okay, this app called Over is kind of fun because you can create different words. They have really pretty fonts. So let me kind of show you. So when you open up the app, I'm going to come here to create a new project. I always click transparent background. Okay, then I can download it and use it. So I click yes, that's good. Then I'm going to do a text and I'm going to say, hey team. And there's so many fun different fonts here. I really like this first one. I think it leaves off on the last one that you used. So I'm gonna say, yep, that's good. Then I can change the color of it. And I personally, you know, I'm gonna do like more of a, pink. I like pink. So I can, you know, kind of play around with that. I can also do a shadow on here and say, okay, I want a shadow on that. You can play around with it, right? So you can also change the opacity so it can kind of start fade a little bit if you want it to. So I've got this, hey team. Now I'm going to save it to my photos, okay? Now, this is a cool thing, because I come back up here and make sure I copy it from my photos. Same thing that I showed you guys. Click here, copy it. Because it has a transparent background, it's going to show like that. Hey team, isn't that so fun? So you can kind of change it up with some different fonts as well. Again, all about your branding. So if you had a font that was like your brand, then you kind of play around with it. The app is called Over. And what's cool about it too is, so it just works like a sticker. So what's cool about it also is, if you noticed at the very beginning, over here I can click my projects, and these are all different ones that I've done. So I can, like, I only have to make it one time and it saves it. So I really like that too. So like this one was my workout friends, you know, and I put that over top a clip from showing that we did a Zoom workout all together. So I already have that saved. So yeah, it's like making your own Instagram stickers. And And again, when you save it to your phone, just save it to a photo album. So then it's easily accessible. You don't even have to open up the app every single time. It's just there. So I really, really like that. Okay, now another thing I'm going to show you guys. Well, I'm going to, okay, I'm going to flip the camera around. Okay. Man, my hands hurt. Okay, a couple other things that I'm just gonna talk through instead of showing you, and just write these things down. And again, I do have slides that I can upload, so if you're driving or whatever and you're listening, don't stress. So one of them is called unscreen.com. Get this, you guys, you can make your own true GIFs, GIFs, however you say that. So what's really cool about this is I did do this, and I was experimenting with it at least. So the website is unscreen.com. Okay, so if I go to unscreen.com, it just looks like this. GIF, giraffe, GIF. Am I saying it wrong? I'm sure I'm saying it wrong. I don't have to say it correctly to use it. Okay, so I go to unscreen.com and I upload a clip. So I took a little video of me doing a little like a swipe up action, right? Now I'll show you guys in a second. I just needed to put it down for a moment. My hand was cramping up. So I upload it and I don't want to do, oh my gosh, it's gonna make me do this. So annoying. Okay, so it takes my thing, it automatically does a transparent background like this, and it's going a little slow, but it makes a transparent background and takes away your background automatically, so it's just you. Like I don't even have to do anything. You just upload it and it does it automatically. And so you can be like pointing at something, you can do the swipe up, you can do the like, you know, all of that. You can do it right on your computer, download it to your computer, and then send it to you, and then you just upload it. So you kind of see my little like this, right? If I'm wanting someone to sign up, and then I just come down here and I just click download, and it's doing so. And one second. Okay, so yes, I click download, then it's right up here. So like, isn't that so fun? So that's my like little GIF that I just made like right before this call. And then I can do, you know, exactly what we did, where I'm going to copy that. And then let me come up to my stories, show you how cool this can look. You say, okay, here's my Shakeology. And I'm like, okay, swipe up for a link to learn more about my Shakeology. So isn't that so cool? Like really quick, really easy, wasn't that hard. You do it one time, you can make a couple different motions. Know that it compresses your video to like a 5-second thing. And so it's also not repeating like a boomerang or anything like that. So I literally was doing that for 5 seconds to get the video. Does that make sense? So that's a really fun app that you can use. Another app that I want to tell you guys was just a website. I'm sorry, that was a website. Unscreen.com, just a website. Another website that is really fun is called igfonts.io. And I just have this bookmarked on my phone. Okay, so what this does, it's a font changer, but free, okay? So I can just copy and paste my thing and be like, hey, I love my team so much. And I just type it in, and then I just scroll down, and it already has all of these different font options that then I can copy and paste. You know, so if I want it in bold, or I want it in cursive, whatever, free, quick way to get a different font for your captions, okay? igfonts.io. Okay, another website that you'll want to bookmark is one that is going to remove the background for a photo. So let's say I wanted to do a really cute branded cover photo for all of my reels on Instagram, and I wanted them to all kind of be cohesive. I would go to remove.bg, okay? Remove.bg. I would upload my photo here and, you know, say I'm just gonna do this one. It doesn't even have to be like a totally white background or anything like that. It's just whatever. It doesn't have to be super clean. And it will just automatically remove the background for you. And so, you see that image I had taken in front of my door? And it was kind of messy, right? It had all the windows and stuff. It wasn't like a white photo. So now I have this. I can download that. And another cool thing you can do with those Instagram page. So I have a photo album of wallpapers that I just downloaded from Pinterest. So all these kind of different wallpapers. So say I selected this one and then went back to this and I had that image, then I could come over here and have that be the sorry, I am running out. I don't have room on my phone to download the phone. That's really embarrassing. So I download this and then the exact same thing. You do the copy and paste, right? And then I would have it copied over here and then you could put your text on it or whatever and then just save it right from you, and you like created that cute cover photo just right there in your stories. Does that make sense? You can also make a really cute cover photo easily in Canva, you know, same kind of thing. But with your Instagram stories, if you save a photo album of wallpapers, then you can use that as a background, put your photo over the top of it, and then text, you know, and be like, how to make your Shakeology in the best way, or something like that. You know what I mean? So you can kind of have some fun with that. Okay, next thing I want to share with you guys. So there's a woman that I came across on TikTok, and her name is Brigitte Kerr. And I just wanted to share her with you guys because a lot of this I learned from her. So I get to give her credit. And also I just feel that she gives really great tips of how to do stories in a way that won't have people leave. So some of her great tips are like, listen, views are statistically go down if people are like, hey guys, happy Monday, versus immediately starting with your hook of, I'm going to show you guys how you can make your Shakeology taste the very best way. You know, like immediately starting with your hook, otherwise people are like tap, 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 tap. So she has some really great advice and tips on how to make your videos better, tips for reels, tips for, you know, your content. One of the things that she kind of shares on here is you can kind of see that she does some cool cover photos. I'm at her Instagram page. It's this is Brigitte Kerr. So can you guys see that? No, you can't. V-I-R-G-I, Virginia, with an I-A at the end. Kerr, K-E-R-R. Okay, and it's this is Brigitte Kerr is her Instagram handle. And I just feel she has a lot of really great tips on how to look confident in your videos when you're talking, how to get the best views. She also has video ideas. So if you're like, I struggle on having content, like what do I talk about? She has ideas on, here's your 4-week video plan. Like here's something to talk about every day for 4 weeks. So great resource I wanted to make sure and I pass along to you guys. Okay, moving on. All right, now I'm going to talk about some apps that you will love that I really love myself. Now, first off, I want to share with you guys that you can trim your videos without an app. So I just want to make sure that people know that, because it wasn't always that way. So for example, you know, I have this little video, and if I want to just go to the edit, I can click the edit and then come down here and see, this funny. This is me practicing my little GIFs that I was going to do. So I can go here, kind of this, like I'm so, look at me. Okay. And I can save that as a new clip, and then go back and do another segment of it and save that as a new clip. So it's even kind of slicing it all within just from your phone. You don't need to have a separate app for that. Okay, one of my favorite apps is called InShot, I-N-S-H-O-T. Now let me tell you a few reasons why I really like this app. For one, there's a way for you to, okay, so I wasn't able to download the sound with that one. Okay, so here's a TikTok that I saved from somebody else that I thought was really funny. One of the things that you can do that's really cool on here is I can go to, if I click on the volume app, or I'm sorry, the volume icon after I uploaded this video, if I click on the volume icon, right down here, I can extract the audio. Do you realize what that means for you? That means that if there is a video that or a sound that you really like from YouTube, or a sound that you really, really like from a TikTok video. So let's say I really liked this sound from a TikTok video. I could, like, I'm having a hard time finding it on Reels or something like that. I can say, okay, I'm going to use this sound, and I can just kind of record it while it's making the sound. You know, I'm not even really doing anything. And then I do post it, and I post it privately. And then I can download that to my phone and extract the audio. Does that make sense? So like how you kind of play around with that. I used that trick with the extracting the audio when I showed my kids like drinking Shakeology, and I had a voiceover of the Kicks commercial that was like, mother tested, kid approved, or kid tested, mother approved, you know? And I just thought I was being so clever, and it just made it fun for me that day. So I did that voiceover, but I extracted the video sound through InShot. So that's something not a lot of people are aware of on InShot. Another thing that you can do is combine several videos. So if I ever am editing a video, a workout video outside of Reels, that's what I'm using. So I'll record a minute, record 30 seconds, you know, slice it down a lot of times just right there from my phone, not from an app. And then I'll upload things in the InShot app. I do really like that it allows you to kind of scroll very carefully and split the video, you know, so you can do that. Then I can make this part of it shorter. Like, anyways, there's just, I feel a lot of really cool things with that. You can speed up the video. So again, if I'm working out, doing a workout video, I'll speed it up. And I really like that as well. Another thing that you can do, some people may not be aware of. Oh, sorry. This is the last part that I think I need to show you on my phone. So if I need to hold it up, but in between two videos, there's like a little white box right here. When I click on that white box, then I can do a transition. So that's another thing to, you know, kind of show that if I want it to be a drawn out like fade, you can do a draw out fade like that, or you can do a, you know, going to the other thing. So whenever I do a workout video and there's transitions in it, that means I used InShot to do it, because I was combining a video, different video segments, and doing a transition with it. Okay, next app to tell you guys about. We're flying through this, and yet it's still 6:45. Another app that I use a lot is called Cut Story. And I use this app in conjunction many times with another one. Also, if you are recording yourself outside of Instagram stories, you can slice it up and, you know, let's say you made a 2-minute video and you go to upload it to your Instagram stories, it's only going to take those first 4 segments of it because it only will take the first minute of it. So then you're like, oh, I'm screwed. What about the last minute of my video? Go to Cut Story and you just upload it, and then you say, I want to divide this in 20-second segments, because that's what Facebook Stories is 20. You get 20 seconds on Facebook, only 15 on Instagram. If it's a video on your feed, like in your actual post, you have a minute. So I have also uploaded videos on my feed that were like 3 minutes long, and so I just said, okay, I want you to cut this story in 1-minute segments, and then I uploaded it and then did 3 videos all in one, you know, by swiping over. So I use Cut Story quite a bit. Another app that I use a lot is called Mojo. Now that one, again, I use a lot for workout videos. And then even also if there's a picture of like this screen of the Zoom, you know, if I took a screenshot of this, to make it cute, more aesthetically pleasing to me, I would probably use this as well. But I really like it because I can do like a story that will, and it will upload it. Let me show you some of my projects, I guess would probably be a better one. So like this one, I cut my story into 4, my workout video into 4 with the Cut Story app. And I just uploaded them here. There's actually 2 that repeat itself, but that's from Mojo. I also used Mojo to do this one. You know, you see how there's appearing text and, you know, kind of a format of sorts. I actually did make this one outside on in shot first. So you kind of have, no, this is actually a reel. This is a reel. And I downloaded it or TikTok, I'm sorry, TikTok. Downloaded it and then I uploaded it on here. And I liked it because then I got rid of the TikTok logo on the top and the bottom, but it kind of was a little fancy. I am going to give you a tutorial on Reels, by the way. How much time do I give? I'll come back to that question. It's really good. So here's like another one that I just divided into 4 and then uploaded all 4 and used that on Mojo for my stories. So I think it's really fun. But like this one, I just did a photo, you know, so you don't even just have it, but then you can get the appearing text like that. Did you guys catch that? So that again is with Mojo. Okay. All right, another one that I have used and like is called Story Luxe. It's all one word, Luxe, L-U-X-E, just Story Luxe. And again, it gives you templates. So I really, really like that. Some of the templates are like this, you know, so kind of gives you like a frame. Like another one, like some cute different. Because I think it's a really great app. It's called Retouch. Now, Retouch is cool because, so it's just R-E-T-O-U-C-H. Okay, Retouch. Now, this one's fun because you can remove objects from an image. So if you ever have been like, oh, there's that really great picture at the ocean, but then there's that like stranger in the background, and I just really wish that they weren't there. You know, we ever had that moment. So let me find an example of a good one here. So let's say I have this picture here of my family at the ocean. Let's pretend my daughter right here is not supposed to be, like, she's not in there. So I just come right here, and I go down at the bottom. It will say object removal. And then I'll kind of use 2 fingers to zoom in on my daughter here. And then I'm just going to do 1 finger and like highlight her body. Okay. So it's just not even like perfect, but this is what I'm doing. Okay. So kind of just highlight her, and then I press go, and she's gone. Is that not so cool? I just geek out. I like, this brings me joy. So I can, like, really quick, right? So now she's gone. She's gone from that thing. So if you take a photo and you were like, oh, that was so great, but I left that dirty pair of Retouch to the rescue. So you clean up to your background. Kind of play around with it. There's also some cool things where you can stamp something. So if you were like, oh, I want to, like, if there's a bush and you're like, oh, the bush should be over here. Anyways, it's like Photoshop for dummies. It was really fun. Okay, you can play around with that. Okay, another app that I really enjoyed and that I use for Instagram is called Preview. And if other people have ones that they like better, I would love to hear about them. I haven't spent a lot of time in exploring different ones. So the last one was called Retouch, all one word. Preview. Now, Preview is one that you can upload your images to see how you would like it and how they feel on your feed before you post it. You know, so here's the pictures I have, but then, like, I haven't posted this picture. I can say, oh, I feel like this one should happen first. So you can kind of play around and make sure, like, aesthetically you like the layout of things. I also use that to just plan ahead. So I like it because I can, like, this is a post I've written, and come down here on the bottom, I can add the caption. And so you can see, I don't know why it keeps going light. You can see I've got a caption already written for this post. And so that really helps me to just kind of save some time and kind of move things around. You can also save it as a draft, of course, in your Instagram before you post it, but that is one way that I prepare ahead of time and try to do batch content creation and take photos, write posts, like 2 days a week for the entire week. Okay, last app that I just wanted to share is Lightroom. I think a lot of people have already heard about Lightroom at this point, but download some presets from Etsy. I know that there's like bloggers and people who want to sell expensive Lightroom presets, and I just want to tell you that you can find very inexpensive ones on Etsy, and that's where I found my most favorite ones. I've bought ones from bloggers and just kind of was a little disappointed, but I have like my favorites, and follow their instructions to uploading the preset. But then, you know, I can just upload this photo and, you know, one preset later kind of make it, you know, what I want, and it just makes it quick and easy. I have 3 presets that I kind of go in between, and sometimes I just adjust it a little bit. Yes, I'm sure you can find free ones, but it is really, really great. So make sure you're using Lightroom as well. Okay, what do we have next? Okay, boy, my goodness, I was trying to go so fast, and yet we're already at 7 o'clock almost. I wanted to do a little tutorial for you guys on Reels, because I know that that's new, and I know a lot of people have questions about that. So I am gonna just go ahead and do that. I know time-wise I'll go as fast as I possibly can. If you need to leave, I understand. It won't be a minute. Okay, I'm gonna flip the screen here again. Okay, so let's open up Reels and let me show you guys a few things. First off, I need to come to my notes so I remember what I wanted to talk about. with Reels. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna come to my account. Now, to make a reel, I kind of go here to do a story, and then it's just right here on the Reels. Now, what you'll do is, there we go. Okay, I always click on the audio first and kind of do it. So turn up, I think was the last one I did today. That was the song. Was that it? I can't remember. Okay. So when you select the video, or I'm sorry, select the audio right here, it's awkward, now you can see my forehead. But I select what part of the song that I want right here, kind of scrolling side to side, okay? So that's your first step, is to always pick your audio of things. If your internet goes faster than mine. Okay, so I say, yep, that's what I want. Now this button right here, I'm gonna turn this around, so be kind of a blank screen. Now the speed, so you can speed it up. So what I've typically been doing for my workout videos lately is I just select, I just make it as I'm going right in my Reels. So I select what song I wanna do, and then I will record maybe the first part at the 2x speed. Okay, so that's what that is your speed. You can slow it down going that way. Wait, let's see if I can get to the chat and see what your question, I saw the first part of it. Oh my goodness, there's so many questions. Is there a way to know if the audio is going to get your videos removed due to a copyright? Okay, so let me tell you guys my experience with that. If I do more than 2 stories in a row with an audio, and it does like the other day I did What a Wonderful World, and there was 4 videos in a row, and I used the music, I kind of lined it up, then it took that down. But if I do 2 videos, it doesn't. So it doesn't always do it with 4, but typically that's been what I've noticed from my own experience. And no, I have not had an experience of them taking just 1 audio for a reel and taking it down. Okay, another cool thing is that you can use all of those filters that you have saved for your stories. So everyone has their different ones that they like. You can use that. So you can do different filters. Okay, now this timer. This is the big thing that most people aren't aware of. So let's say make sure you select this, and I want the first clip. I'm gonna do different clips for my workout video. It's gonna be for this one. Then I'm gonna set my timer. I'm gonna turn it around. Okay, and I'm gonna be like, hey, so do a 3-second timer. Whatever, like a shaking thing. Okay, that ended up being much longer. Okay, so now that I have that little clip, then I can just go to the next over here. I'm sorry. And do the exact same thing. So I'm gonna say, okay, now the next segment is gonna be here. And this next segment, I want to be even faster, 3x. And so I literally am just recording my workout video as I go right here in the Reels, okay? Now I do wanna show you guys something. If I click this back button, I was like, oh, that was too long. I can shorten it, okay? Right here. So that's really, really helpful. So like I did an Instagram reel today where I did a transition of me jumping, and I like jumped up and then I jumped down, and I was in my workout room. So I recorded it jumping up and down, and then I slid it back a little bit so that it lined up with me jumping up. And so I shortened that video. And then the next one, let's say this was the next one, I shortened that, then I jumped down and kind of said, okay, now this is on the way down of the jump. Is that making clear? Annabelle, is that clear how I explained that? Okay. So you can kind of line up some transitions and do some fun transitions with your reels if you want. And a lot of that just comes from watching other people and kind of seeing what draws you in. So anyway, so those are different things. Just make sure you do the timer, you can align it, you can go all the way in, whatnot. I think Reels make it so easy, like to make my workout videos is like not hard at all with Reels. So you kind of have that. Okay, now, important thing to know is I can save that as a draft, so I can come back to it. So to find my drafts, here's my page. I come over to this button, the Reels right here, and click on my drafts. And then you guys can see I've got some different drafts that I'm working on. This is a workout challenge I'm going to be posting tomorrow. You'll see this reel go up Thursday. This is one for Friday. So again, I'm just kind of doing batch content creation, right? So I'm trying to make reels all at the same time, and I'll just change my shirt or whatever. So that makes it so I can spend an entire day doing different things. So you can go to that after the fact and edit them. Okay. Switch the camera back around. A couple other things I wanted to talk about with Reels. So you can write on them. So I'll give you guys a little head up on. So here's my story you'll see on Thursday. Your opinion, you can keep it. I'm undefeated, I really don't need it. Undefeated means I'm winning. So what I was going to do with that was, you know, saying your opinion, you can keep it. I'm undefeated, I really don't need it. I'm going to say, when your friend tells you your network marketing business is never going to work out. I thought I was being funny. So I can have my text here, right? And let's say I have that. Couple things to note. Okay, when I have my text here going down, do you see that blue line that appears? That is letting you know that it's within the Instagram feed of when it's posting to your stories. So like, you know how it kind of cuts off the bottom and it cuts off the top. So pay attention to that with your text. The other thing about that text is it does the same thing going to the right. Again, I don't know if you can really see, but do you see that there's a blue line on the left? It cuts off the text on the left and the right as well. So make sure you pay attention to that, because if people can't read your text, they're likely not going to continue watching that video, okay? Another thing that you can do with this, so let's say I only want this at the beginning. I can click on the text, sorry, and down here, see how it's kind of highlighted in white? I can say, okay, I only want the text to be for this first part of the video. Okay, so that's how you kind of trim it, and have it be just for that little part. And then I can say, thanks, but no thanks, or something, I don't know. And let's say I want that one to be, so I'll highlight it down here, thanks, but no thanks. And do the same thing, say, okay, I want that to show up afterwards and be right here, okay? So then what ends up happening is you see the text appear and go away, and then another one appears. So the beginning, is it gonna play? So there, and then you see it went away, and then this one showed up, okay? So that's how you kind of edit your words to appear, be seen, make sure they're within the guidelines of your posting part. The other thing is that when I go to post this, make sure that you know that you can add a cover photo. So just right here on this screen, right before I go to post it, I can click cover and I can add from my camera roll, okay? So I did that again on the story I did today. I posted that, but I also took a picture, and because I wanted my feed to look prettier than what the auto-generated video would be. Again, personal preference, not a necessity, but just be aware that you can do that, and that's how you do it. Okay, the other thing I just want you guys to know about hashtags, and then we're gonna be done. Hashtags. definitely are a good thing. One thing that I've learned about hashtags, again, I think I learned it from the Virginia Kerr girl or someone else that I follow. If they are the second comment on your post, Instagram doesn't catch it as belonging to that post. So it either needs to be in your caption, and I would recommend doing the enter, space, 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 enter, space, 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 enter. So it's kind of below your body of your text. It needs to either be in your caption or it needs to be the very first comment. So have your hashtags ready to go and put them in there, whatever. If you don't want all of your hashtags to be seen as one of your comment, know that there's 5 lines, and then it does like the read more. So you could do dot, space, or dot, like a period, enter, period, enter, period, enter, period, 5 times, and then put your hashtags, and then it kind of makes it clean and tidy. Does it make sense? Like it kind of hides your hashtags, so it's not like, oh girl, that she just used 30 hashtags, and you can use 30 hashtags per post. I would definitely play around with them. Like that's how I have found my hairstylist. That's how I found the girl who does my eyebrows. You know, like that's how people are searching for those things. So definitely do use hashtags, especially on Reels. If I were to pull up Instagram, I want you guys to do a little experiment. Type in, let's say you live in Arizona like me, Arizona Realtor. Type that in for the hashtag. The #1 spot will be a reel. Let's say now you do a hashtag for St. George ice cream. The #1 spot will be a reel. Instagram is so highly favoring people who are doing reels. It's a great way to like get new views on your content and for new people to meet you. And I just like Instagram reels are a gift from the Instagram gods. Like that's what I labeled on my slides. They are a wonderful tool and gift, and definitely take advantage of them. And don't feel like you have to know how to do dances or be funny or whatever. Pay attention to the Virginia Kerr girl, and she will give you great tips on videos that you can make and how to make them interesting so people want to watch them, give you tips on how to be confident in front of the video. And guys, I mean, those are all my tips for you. This is all about making it fun. This is all about just spicing it up for your own enjoyment. This is not about you having the perfect stories. I mean, my gosh, they're only up for 24 hours. So this is really for you, a lot of it. This is mostly for you to get the enjoyment out of it. So if it feels like heavy, it feels stressful, like completely ignore this and just know like one little thing that you could do if you wanted to. I will tell you with my Instagram workouts, it goes so fast because I make them in the reels. Sometimes I'm just doing my workout and then I pick 3 moves to do at the end, and literally, I mean, it takes less than a minute to record that and get that done. Like Reels is so easy when you play around with it. And I batch create content. So I even do that with stories. So I made a story the other day about my dog sitting out on the sun chair and talked about him. And I saved that to my phone for a day when I don't have anything to post on stories. And I think if you are smart in doing batch content of your, like creating those things, then this, it just moves so much quicker. And like today I sat down and I batch invited, and I just invited a ton of people. And because I could, I already had things done as far as covering social media goes. So it can take as long as you want to or as little as you want to. I do think that you get quicker and easier with this, like the more you play around with it. So you can look forward to that. But that is all for tonight. Thank you to everyone who was on here. I will create a thread in the Team Forward Fitness page for questions because I can see that there's a lot of comments I didn't even get to. So any questions that you still have at the end of this call, go in and post in there. And thank you all for being on tonight. I hope you guys have a great night. Bye, guys.